Hello and welcome to, I guess, your midterm exam. So today we have more of a full house, so this will be more interesting. We are going to be looking at some really cool puzzles. I kind of wanted to do a different style because I did that in the camp, and what we did was, like, I would show 10 puzzles, you would keep the answers to yourself, and after the 10 puzzles were done, you would kind of come back, circle back, and then you would give me the answers. That's something we did in the camp and it was really fun, but I don't think that's as practical because unfortunately then the chat would have to stay silent for 10 puzzles. I don't think that's as fun. So we're just gonna do it as random as usual. I have 64 puzzles. They're not supposed to be too hard. They're supposed to be, if you are like 1700, you should have an easy time with them. Some of them can be more challenging, but this is still supposed to be find the checks, attack the king, find your ways, voila. Okay, it's supposed to be a nice hour. You should not feel too pressured. All right, I have some other news that I'll share as we go, but I've been told I need to first explain what we're doing in the lesson the first 10 seconds. I never do that. So let's jump right to it. The faster we solve, the faster I get to talk about stuff. All right, first one, white to move. What you gonna do?
Rook takes a5, king takes, bishop c5, and then mate 1.
Yep. Thank you. I have first audience, so first being solved by audience. To be fair, they had a little more time on it than you did, but yeah, it's a check. It's a mate net because the king is stuck, and whatever they do, rook a3 will happen next. Cool, great. If there are any questions, let me know. We'll circle back. If not, let's keep moving on. All right, cool. I don't think they can see the answer. Yay. So again, white to move, and this is kind of funny because it's two people that I actually know. White is Spillman, black is Short.
Obstruction with knight g5.
Yeah, that seems to be the very interesting way to go for it because you have full control over the 7th rank. So what you want to be able to do is, well, use that idea. So yeah, knight g5 it is. Good choice. If black takes, well, that's going to be a fun checkmate. I'll actually show it because, yeah. Yeah, pretty fun, right? If black doesn't take it, how else are they going to be defending their 7th rank? So, yeah. White to move in this one. I'm also trying to see if there's anything new in the chat. It's not supposed to be scary. I had something more intriguing in mind, but I'm having trouble seeing, so I didn't want to torture myself. Yeah.
Rook takes h7, then bishop d3 with
how?
Maybe.
Let's say bishop h6 check. So rook takes h7, king takes, bishop d3, bishop
okay.
h6 check.
Oh, then f4.
Maybe. Then let's say king g7, trying to run king f8. I don't think you're wrong, but I do. But maybe another minute on it, and you should be able to solve it for sure.
Bishop d3 first.
The only problem I see with that is what if like queen c7? Do you know we have a grandmaster somewhere in the audience?
Where?
There, yeah, that's it. Thanks. Actually, I can see far better right now than close. I had my eyes checked today, yearly checkup, and they put drops in, and everything feels a little. Well, I guess my eyes feel touched. Yep. So. Oh, I see that. Nikki, thank you. Happy early Valentine's to you too. I have a new medical school interview on Valentine's, so yay. Thanks. This one is in Texas. I have family there, so I'm intrigued. It is white to play. We've had some really interesting ideas with take this, maybe bishop d3, some ideas related to attack, but we're trying to find the correct move order, so the problem well, not the problem, the question we're trying to solve right now is after bishop d3, this check. Then what? Because let's say we just move the king for argument's sake, then opponent king could try to run, and we have to be kind of cautious on that, because we've had multiple episodes of slippery dorsa, so you all know when your opponent gets options, they can try to run away. So we don't want slippery opponents. I'm having trouble reading. Whoa. This is so weird.
Oh, okay. Queen f5 with the idea of then taking on a. It's too slow to take queen c7. So.
Yeah. I still like rook takes h7, king takes h7, bishop d3. I'm a big fan of that. See, fits, even if we do the queen h4 after rook takes h7, there is still bishop h6 check that we have to deal with. So the only thing we're trying to figure out is how to deal with this bishop h6 idea. This is proving to be more challenging than I thought. We can, but then what if king g7? Probably still take on g6, king gotta go to f8. That still feels pretty winning, but how do you actually continue? Are you if that happens in the real game, are you comfortable?
If we can checkmate, yeah.
Yeah. I do think rook h7 still is the best move for the first thing to do. So rook takes h7, king takes, bishop d3, very logical. After bishop h6, then what? That's the idea, but first we have to resolve the check. We have a developed suggestion from the chat. There. Okay. We agree with this, and then we talked about this. Then what to do? Let's say you just move the king. Not even funny stuff. King g7. Now what?
Take on g5, or on g6.
With queen or bishop?
The queen.
Fair. King has to go to f8. Because if king h8, that's checkmate. So king f8, then what? This feels very close to winning.
Queen f6 check.
I think that's fine. Especially after king e8, you might get bishop g6. But why not just take this already? Because if king e7, you can still do this check or even this check. King has to go to d7, and now maybe you can include this rook. I'm still a bigger fan of queen g7, to be honest. To kick that king to the back rank, then rook h1. Even if you tried to do funny business like that, I'm very intrigued to just take this. Keep it from running. Another idea you could do even before rook h1, maybe this check. If king c7, haha. If king d7, I guess again the same idea, then just finish it up with the bishop. I guess the key idea to see is this queen g7, and if king e8, we just don't want the king to go this way. So that's the one thing I think we're trying to avoid. I'm still considering just moving the queen and moving the rook, but that might be a little slower than intended. Check, up, check, up, another check. Yeah, I don't really want that king to run. Yeah, queen g7 anyhow still feels about right. Even if you try to be smart about it and do like knight d7 trying to block it, I'm still comfortable playing rook h1 with rook h8 ideas. Yeah, so I guess the main idea is to not take opponent too seriously in this position. Realize, yeah, bishop h6 exists. Alright, I'll just move my king, and then even if opponent tries to run with the king, great, I'll just pick this up. If opponent goes king g8, same idea. If now tries to block with the bishop, I even just want to give this check. Bishop f8, maybe then rook h1, that also feels comfortable. So it's not just about the winning of the material eating, but it's just about, okay, opponent's king is really weak. This is a winning position. You don't necessarily need to see every single line, but as long as your opponent's king is kind of trapped, and your opponent doesn't really have a good way of forcing, okay, if opponent could just do this, then yeah, I would be a little concerned. But I'm not really concerned about this specific position. Do we feel good about it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so
sorry?
it wasn't a concrete continuation? Or?
No, it's not. It's the idea that you have to decide here that this sacrifice is the best, followed by bishop d3, and then you have to see those few ideas that, okay, if the king tries to run away, for example, like this, how do I stop it? And maybe just kind of be alright with the idea that, okay, I might need to prolong it a little, but this is a winning position because opponents just can't get their pieces close. If opponent's knight was here, yeah, I would think a little bit deeper about this, because this knight can take here, this knight could go defend. So because this position is too bad for opponent, I'm good. There is a question from Skull. What is this class, a boy? A boy, okay. I know. So this class, we usually sit here, I drink tea, and I talk about life. I'm kidding. We usually do different things. We just finished the ginormous Sicilian for White series, so we're trying to dial down from the opening and dive deeper into chess. We were considering changing this class's name, but I really wanted to call it How to Be Annoying, and that's not very user friendly, so we keep it in chess and psychology. Mohammed, how do you know Dennis Boris is here? He is here, but how do you know? So there is a question about when to terminate in the previous puzzle. I guess you get a redemption idea here probably, because again, this is not, you're not, it's highly unlikely you will find every single idea and just gonna go until checkmate. So you have to choose, what are you sacrificing? Could be knight, bishop, rook. I don't think a queen sacrifice is a sacrifice. That's just blunder at this point. Dennis, there is a Mohammed Ben El Hajj who says hi to you.
Hi back.
Hi back. Nice.
The chat said rook takes h7, but then I thought they had the intermediate f takes e4. That's kind of problematic.
Interesting. Ah. Well, what if you just take it back then? Like, f takes e4, what if queen takes e4 or queen h5? There's a question on knight g5. I think knight g5 is also fine, but I think in a real game you play knight g5, you still hold a lot of advantage, and that's still be fine at the end of the day. But if rook h7 works and you don't do it, you're gonna have a hard time sleeping that night.
It looks like it works.
It kind of feels like it too. Take. So no.
Rook takes, pawn takes.
No.
Queen h5.
Yeah. If king takes, what do you do?
Check with the queen first.
Okay.
And then knight g5.
Yep. And there's no knight f6 because, well, that will be fun. Maybe check first, then take, just to torture them a little bit. If they take over here,
Queen h5.
yeah, trying to go over here, yeah, same idea. I don't really see how black can hold it, so I'm very curious on what the engine has to say. Ah, seriously? I'm not gonna play that. No, nobody's gonna, no. This is, sorry, what?
You're trying to run, but
Giving up everything to run? I mean, sure. Yeah. Black Queen is in Siberia. Probably. Why doesn't anybody ever say, like, why do people say Siberia? Why not, like, Australia? Because that's way farther. Why?
out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Population density.
Also, it's just
Yeah, out back is pretty.
fair. Australia is a weird country. Good, but I've never been, but geographic wise. How does this one feel for white? Somebody found a free bishop. Yay. Yeah, I think this is a very interesting thing that the chat is talking about too. You have two knights, so with two knights, it kind of is begging for some forking ideas. So what do we think?
Well, I mean, the first move that comes to mind is knight f6, but you can't play that.
Yeah, so that's a little problematic. That doesn't really help us a whole lot right now. I also saw knight h5 idea in the chat, but rook takes here, and I don't see what you're seeing. So there goes that idea.
Oh, here we go. Knight takes d6, and then if the queen goes there, not queen, no, never mind, the rook.
Ah, you're thinking queen c4?
Yeah, it doesn't work because the rook is on the fourth rank.
Yeah, but even if the rook wasn't on the fourth rank, this check wouldn't really be that helpful because the king could just move away somewhere. I think you're thinking too much about the king rather than your knights. This is a very fun thing to do if we can. The question is, how can we?
Trying to remove the defender.
What defender?
The queen. In order to keep it strong.
Your king on itself is also not super strong, so ideally if you could exchange off even more stuff.
I think I got it.
Yeah?
Knight takes f5, queen takes f5, knight takes, queen takes g4, queen takes g4, knight f6, check, and 14.
Yeah? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I had a few people who also mentioned knight f5, so good job chat, good job in person. Yay. Alright. And even if you don't take it, even if let's say you try to move the rook, I'm still very comfortable in this position. What do I want to do? Do I want to eat this? Do I want to eat this? Questions. I think honestly, eating on d6 would also just be comfortable because you pick up two pawns. Even if the bishop manages to somehow move away, I'm not really terribly worried about that. Let's say rook g1, maybe to be a little bit more on the funny side.
Bishop takes.
Yep. So I think if the rook does want to move, g6 might be the only reasonable square. Maybe f4. What if rook f4? This is also a problem for black. So rook g6 seems to be the only possibility. And then maybe even queen h5. Because I still want to do this. I'm not giving up on your rook. Could be interesting.
We've taken a pawn with knights from each other.
Sorry, what now?
Taking a pawn with knights from each other.
Yeah, that too, I agree. That's another cool idea. Anything else? No, I think that's about it. This is fun. Alright, we got a black one.
h4 and queen h5 and there's no way to defend.
What are you attacking?
Well, the point is not the pawn. The point is g3.
E-
I can't play g3.
yeah, but if you move your queen away, who's defending your knight?
That's a good question. Okay.
You have the right idea. Just need to figure out the right move order too.
Knight g3, pawn takes, but then queen h4 meets knight h2, so that doesn't work.
Oh, the queen's hanging in.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, he's right. He's got it. So it's knight g3, pawn
Yeah.
takes, and then knight has to block, and then.
Yeah, wherever the knight goes, this guy's hanging. Yeah. So another thing that you can also do in your scanning for the position, because in any position you should do a quick scan to just be aware of where the pieces are, right? So in this specific case, it's a good idea to add the loose pieces too. This queen nobody's defending it, so that realizing that might just make you help you make smarter choices. And not just necessarily the king, but also, this queen, nobody's defending it. So then if this knight moves, voila. So just little stuff like that. All right. Black to move. What do we do?
Queen g2 check, rook takes, knight f3 check. King to the back rank, rook d1 check, and
Yeah.
mate dinner.
I think this is called the dovetail mate?
Arabian.
Oh, Arabian, thanks. So what is the dovetail then? I thought it was the...
I'm more surprised you don't know the Arabian.
Why? I'm not from Arabia.
That's true.
I'll actually argue.
You'll argue? Okay.
What is the hook mate then? See, I didn't grow
You
up
know
with...
people from Hook?
Ah, that's fair. Captain Hookland?
No, Island. Hook
Oh.
Island.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we got someone saying what a dovetail is.
Fair, okay. I can live with that. I like that more. This is the Australian mate. I accept that. There we go. What about this one? Any other country names? Few people in the chat are on the right spot.
I think I end up a knight up if I take on the bishop on d5.
Yeah,
Or d4.
because let's say they take this guy.
Check. Forward. And then they take the knight, and then you take their knight.
Yeah, good choice. Sometimes you just have to eat and not checkmate. What about here?
Rook. Bishop g1,
Whoa.
and then rook takes g1, rook h2.
You're right.
Okay. Queen f2, rook blocks, and then rook h8 mate.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice, nicely done. Sorry, what now?
I would have wanted to sack that rook.
Ah.
I've seen the bishop.
You want to start with rook h2?
That's what my first thought was.
Ah.
I would have missed that, putting that bishop down there to force the.
Yeah, this bishop is kind of on the way, and if your bishop and queen were in, actually that would still would have been a little problematic. But still, your position is just screaming for some sort of an attack. So all you have to do is figure out the right move order, because the right idea is there. So yeah. Oh, this is gonna be one of my favorite ones. Korchnoi is white, Karpov's black.
I just saw this one the other day. I'll keep an eye on it.
All right.
Poor Korchnoi.
Right? This was kind of hurtful, I agree.
It's knight f3.
I thought you were gonna... Couldn't resist.
I couldn't do it.
Alright. Yeah, knight f3 is the best one. It's kind of cool, right? If take...
And then rook.
Yep. Whatever you do, this knight's gonna be the death of you. If you move away, even better. Actually, I don't know which one is prettier.
Korchnoi was in time trouble here. That's why he played rook a1.
Sure. That's
Second one.
how he likes to remember it. No, I'm kidding.
Second one's prettier for black.
Yeah. But yeah, some funny ideas like that are just... I can't remember if I've ever played... No, I don't think I've ever had a serious game like this. That's sad. Alright, here this one is white to move. As white, you have a few ideas. You all just have to figure out which one is better.
I don't think that mate is stoppable after queen takes, king takes, rook checks, king back to g8, knight, knight g3.
Yeah.
and then
Knight f to g6. Nice. Yeah.
Knight.
No, you're right. I'm messing with you. Yeah. Yeah. The lack of development really does bite black. So, maybe not the lack of development, lack of space, I guess. Also, why would you allow this pawn to get this high up in your right mind?
And blocking that escape square.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest problem with black's position is this guy. Ironically. Alright, how about this one? Black to move. While you guys are thinking, what should I do if there is a friendly raccoon who stops by almost every night? Doesn't come inside, but comes behind my door and just stares like this, and my cat goes crazy.
Name him.
Name him? I did. I call it raccoon. I call my cat cat, just in a different language. Doesn't help that raccoon in Farsi still is raccoon.
Because you don't have that.
Sorry. Whoops. I usually have alarms for remembering to clock out, so I just set the wrong alarm for now. Yeah, raccoons. It's really cute too. I managed to get some really cute pictures of it. The hands are a little creepy, but the face is really cute. Trash
Queen
panda.
takes h2, king takes, knight checks.
Yeah.
Rook h3 mate.
Bishop king.
You mean rook h2 mate?
Yeah. No. So queen takes, knight checks, king back. Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
Yeah, bishop's there.
You were just one move short. Rook h3, bishop takes, rook h2.
Now once the bishop takes, then you move the other knight in for h2, or the rook in for h2
Yeah.
for mate. Because the bishop
Yes.
or the knight's behind it.
Yes.
Ah, I like this.
Finish all the way.
Oh, my eyes are back.
Oh.
No, actually, I still can't get too close. From here is fine. If I get closer, pieces start to dance again. Yeah. Makes it fun though.
It's one of the dating shots right there.
To be fair, I did say a few times that whenever I play chess, I try to dance with my pieces. Now my pieces are doing it on their own. Like a little. These are too simple. Well, when I do hard, you guys complain. When I do openings, people complain they don't want openings. So I'm trying to give you an easy midterm exam. This hour is supposed to be fun. Well, just this hour. Next week, this time, I can't promise the same. Because we're gonna start the endgame series, so that'll be fun. What is Farsi for cat? Well, Pishi is like the cute cat, which is why I call my cat Pishi. I guess the more official one is Gorbe, but I don't think anybody says Gorbe to cats. Just to confirm, it is white to move. If it was black to move, actually, that would be interesting too. There are no ugly cats. What?
I think you can do it.
Well, thank you for that board, Gesso. I'm never coming to Scotland. I'm never bringing my cat to Scotland. There we go. Pishi ain't coming there. I actually tried to take Pishi to London a few months back. It did not really work out because we got all the paperwork and everything, and I was about to book a ticket, and airline informed me that they no longer fly any type of animals.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
it was. My mom really wanted to meet the cat. Okay, so the chat is getting some feelings towards the correct move idea.
Yeah. Bishop d5 is nasty.
It is, right?
It's
Checkmate that way, checkmate that way. Yeah. Is there a specific name for a move like that?
Obstruction, I guess.
Mm,
Nothing fancy.
it's too cute.
Oh, yeah.
The only name that comes to my mind right now is a squid or an octopus. Because it's like taking care of everything in that situation.
Blocking in so many ways.
Yeah, right? And defending in so many ways.
I mean, you could call it sabotage.
Sabotage?
In some ways, you're sabotaging.
Nah, that's just. It's too basic. Let's go with octopus. I like this, octopus. Yeah,
That'll be a new tag on Chess Tempo.
there we go. Maybe.
This guy knight or on like e5 or something.
Yeah, I can't really think of how black would stop this.
I don't think he
I
can.
mean, the only thing we could do here to continue is play bishop takes
No,
slightly better.
Oh, bishop b2, maybe. But I'll just take that. Still checkmate ideas.
I get that. Same.
Maybe rook g8? But again, still, yeah, this is pretty dead. Alright, black to move. Ah, this is cute. Really cute. And it's so cold in this corner. Chess weave, if you're closed, can you like raise the temperature by 5 degrees or so? I have no idea how you're sitting here with a short sleeve. Are you from Midwest?
I was born in Florida.
I can't get enough layers. That's the idea, but we still have to prepare for it.
Okay.
We need another thing before we can go through the back rank. I do need a blanket. Maybe just a small heater here would be good too. Ah, who wants to play g4? Why? Rook d1. But if you play g4, what if opponent just plays g3? Well, then the bishop falls. What if like g4 they just take it? Nah. So the problem with queen takes rook is queen takes it. Then what do you do?
Resign.
Yeah, pretty much. You are correct. We have to be very cautious about how we play this. Sorry, but no.
Oh, does rook b1 check with the idea that if the rook cannot move without so rook b1 check, bishop takes, knight takes, and then we have a double attack on the rook. Rook c1 check, rook c8 check, king g7, and the queen cannot check because the knight covers the two squares that the queen can check on.
What if queen just takes your knight? You all have the right idea, wanting to do something in the back rank, but the what of it seems to be a bit of a disagreement.
Rook d3.
Oh, he can move the rook.
D3 looks interesting.
Oh.
How could you move that?
What if rook c8 check? You move the king, then the g pawn, like g3.
Oh, and then the knight falls with check.
Even if you go like king h7, what if they just play g3?
I don't know. I feel okay there, I think. Not ideal.
There is another idea. You still want to do stuff in the back rank, but you need a little bit of a more of the specificity.
You want to get that queen to e1, move that rook.
So how can you attack the rook without moving your rook?
Oh, knight a4.
Could be, but knight a4. Maybe just rook to e3. That would also prove to be slightly problematic.
Okay, so I discounted knight d1,
Nice.
but after bishop takes queen a1, and then you have a double attack on the bishop, and it should be.
No, that is winning. You're right. Nice job. Now the thing is, well, if bishop takes it, hallelujah. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
If bishop doesn't take it, they have to move the rook. If they move the rook, then queen e1. So sometimes you just gotta eat. Yeah, Good choice. Is there any confusion on it still? Alright, let's move on. Again, black to move. Again, you see the king is in the middle. There's some funny business happening here. So the ideas are there. All you gotta do is just figure out the exact move order for it. I'm gonna clear up the arrows. Fits in the chat seems to be, huh?
That's a really cool move.
Yeah.
Bishop F1, that's a really cool move.
This feels weird,
It feels so weird.
right? Can't take this,
So good.
can't take that, can't take that.
That's checkmate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I think the best thing to do is just resign at this
you
point.
can block with the bishop. If you take queen takes queen, rook takes rook, and then you block with the bishop.
Wait, what now?
So if, go back, queen.
Oh,
takes
this.
queen, then you bring that bishop back. Oh, yeah, 'cause you have to pull.
Or,
Yeah.
no, I like this. This is
Yeah,
fun.
that
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. White to move. The king is still weak, but that's also not the only thing on the board. Opponent's development is just, ugh.
Three of them.
A lot of funny things are happening right now. I wish I could do this, but I don't want to give this up. I wish I could throw this off the board so I could move my knight and attack this guy somehow.
96 is the first move that comes to mind, but it's really just a lot of
Still got,
calculation.
yeah, still
Lot
gotta
of
go
calculation.
deeper on it. Because if 96, what if just take?
I know, but then you take with tempo against the queen. And
Then queen goes here. Or,
it's just a thought.
yeah, I think, I feel like you just gotta spend a little bit more time on it. Not necessarily wrong.
So when you look at a board like this, you're looking for the undefended pieces, you're looking for a way to beat a fortune check, you're looking, how are you evaluating?
How am I evaluating? Well, I guess what I'm trying to do is, I really want to be able to figure out how to attack, but I don't want to start jumping off.
With cats.
Oh, come on, chat. Give me a minute. No, it's alright. What I'm trying to do is first I try to identify opponent's weaknesses. So this is loose, this is loose,
Yeah.
this is loose, but so is mine.
Yeah.
So the other problem is if I do some chill idea like this to try to defend this guy, then my d5 could fall, or like they could just move the queen somewhere else, or they could push the bishop somewhere else. And so it's a very dynamic position, and I don't have the luxury to wait on it.
Yeah.
So it means that I need to go a little bit faster. So I'm gonna need to start thinking of more challenging ideas such as knight e6. Now, the main thing about knight e6 to figure out is what if pawn takes?
Right.
Aw, yeah, that's fair. Attacking this guy, attacking this guy. Let's say queen moves then. So knight e6 takes, g5, queen moves. Are you still comfortable with this idea? I see a very strong knot, so sure. Take this,
Take the bishop.
take this. This pawn is beautiful. All I gotta do is somehow get my queen here. Yeah, seems doable. Yeah, this is a very, very comfortable position. Might not be checkmate just yet, but alright. How about this one? White to move. Again, your position seems to be just a bit better. Your knight is in the center. You're attacking. See, I can't see where I'm clicking. This is painful. Okay, it's getting better, but your knight is better. This king is weaker than your king. Your pieces seem to be more available for the attack, but at the same time, how do you actually do it? And for argument purpose, let me close this part off.
Yes. Yep. And then there's a lot of pressure on
Queen
D7.
check,
Yep.
yeah.
Whoa, what now?
Rook,
E6.
E6, E7? That's where I wanna go.
Knight takes?
Yep, knight takes, you're freeing that bishop, queen, and rook, then all eyeing that D7 square.
Mm.
It's most of what I'm trying to do, I think, is how many attackers can I get on that at once?
I like it.
Remove that knight from that bishop free.
So you're committing to rook e7?
Yeah, rook D7, or rook E7, knight takes, and then
Well, I
bishop
guess why would you take?
E7.
Do you have to take? I guess that's a question that I have.
Does the queen move? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I guess rook e7, knight e7, you don't have to take it just yet. There are check options too. The only thing I want you to consider is just those check options.
Okay. The knight's over there. You check with the knight. Yeah, check with the knight on. That would be more forcing than
It could be.
C6 or C7. Check, and then you're still got all three pieces aiming at the D7
Yeah.
square. Because that knight's just displaced there.
Fitz, you have the right idea, but pretty much every single square is wrong. Sorry, Fitz. Sorry for making you. I mean, I understood you. You're correct, but thank you.
And then you check with the knight.
I like this because if queen takes, then you pick this guy up, and then pick this guy up, and what else do I want? I guess maybe queen b6. I'll just move it away. Never mind.
Yeah, you're up.
I mean, this is still comfortable, but
Queen,
still needs some work. I don't like that this needs
the
work.
bishop. So instead of knight f7 immediately, queen takes b7, then queen takes b7, then knight checks.
Ah,
yeah, 'cause that knight's
Yeah.
nice.
And then we take on.
This guy?
Yep. And then make next move. Block. Because if he tries to block with rook b7, then we.
I think so. Yeah, this feels quite comfortable as well. Yeah, I think that's fair. That's a fair idea here. I'm fine with this. Let's see. Get back here. Rook e7. I agree. A knight c7 first still does work, I guess, somehow. Let's see, what does the big guy say?
this thing could,
Whoa. Too fast, dude. No. I'm not getting into that. I agree with your first idea. I do like this guy. I'm fine with this too. Yeah, this is cool too. Goody goody. I mean, if this is, I could just eat this. I don't really.
Or you can just take the knife.
Yeah, but they take it. The problem is they have this. Ouch. They have this king over here. Yeah, your advantage gets really less. Yeah, but I think that's well, not in that line. Come on, computer. No, let's take this guy. In this position, rook a7, you're very comfortable attacking this. If they move the knight, can I just eat this and maybe eat this? Ah, no, they can eat this. Oh no, actually they can't eat that because I have bishop e7. There we go. Yeah, this is very comfortable. Alright, let's do one more and wrap it up because I do have to analyze, some games. So, if you don't have your games ready just yet, go ahead and have them ready because we are going to be switching to Twitch, analyzing your game. If you have not played any cool games recently, we'll play one now.
Bishop d8.
Yeah, chat found it at the same time too. Nice. What do we want? Checkmate.
Yeah.
When do we want it? Now. And we also want the rook. How can even these? How can they even? Maybe. No, I'll still do this. Maybe king up. I have to make a queen. This would be fun too, but I can't really find a good checkmate. So let's just make the queen. No, queen. Yeah. It's unfortunate. But yeah, this is checkmate is very pretty. Alright everybody, this was fun. Thank you for being around, and if you have a game, show up on Twitch. We'll do that. If not, well, just hang around on Twitch with us. Have a great rest of your night.
Wait.